hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught on the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. Throwing on first down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Incomplete. It's third down. Jackson on the move to his left. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll roll him out right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the gun, Jones. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Yeah, the Giants are going to have themselves a first and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Brings up
second down and goal. Jones flushed out right. And he'll take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Ravens nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
Jackson going to run.
Going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
He was brought down by Blake Martinez.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Jackson going to run again.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings up third down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Jones, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
They're going option play on 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Jackson going to look to do it himself.
Yeah, they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Lorenzo Carter on the tackle.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. O'Shane Zimenez in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Jackson on 1st down.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 26. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Jimmy Smith, the one who brought him down.
Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard pick.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that's going to open the lead up now to 3 scores at 18-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now he's flushed out right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Out to his left. And incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
On the option, Jackson will keep it.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Jackson, flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
O'Shane Ximines
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 4th down.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And now he's going to use his legs. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now Jones, operating from the gun. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. The 20. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right.
And that's caught inside the 35.
They are
and
not
all
ready.
the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 68 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 30.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance.
Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And he's a little bit on the oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Smith catches left side.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
her had it, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible.
Too.
Now Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he coughed it up, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Has some space hit. Barkley hit, and the ball pops free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Forced out to his left. And this one's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Barkley.
Just saying if they pay me, I'll do
And he
this.
will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
He'll line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. He's at the 40. 20. 10,
Ain't doing nothing.
5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
8. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 81 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
It don't matter.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one in second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 1.
Jones on third down. Flushed out right. And Tate's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lowe. And it's a fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a man who played his final season at nearby Rutgers. It's Gus Edwards. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Rolling to his right, and this is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Jackson will throw again, rolling to his left. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And a short return to the 6-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
At the 5-yard.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Giants 30, Ravens 23. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we go. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
He's brought down back at the 16.
Throwing on second and long. Jones, he's going to let one. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Golden Tate, 84.
Yeah.